When I started Seek to Do More, I was just going through a divorce, on and off, separated for a year, and 2024 was approaching. I saw this question on Seek to Do More, and I saw these people that were already in the program, and this countdown weekly coming up, and I'm just like, I want to be better next year. I want to be better physically. I want to be better emotionally. I want to be better spiritually than where I am right now. This valley that I'm in right now, it has to change. Something has to change. So those are my goals specifically. Is I want to do more. I want to be further along spiritually, emotionally, physically. And James asked me, "Well, that's awesome. How are you going to do it?" And it just that was like a light bulb moment. Like, okay, yeah, you need a plan. Specifically, some of the issues that led me to commit to the Seek to Do More journey were going through this divorce, going through a on and off separation for a year, and I needed something needed to change, and I didn't know how to do that. I knew what I wanted. I just needed a game plan. And I knew that my kids deserved it. And through starting the process, I realized I deserved it too. Yeah, my biggest obstacles before Seek to Do More, before committing to the Seek to Do More program, my biggest obstacles were sticking with something, discipline. I would be consistent and do something until I got sick of it, and then find something else that would either replace it or just something that was another bad habit that I didn't maybe even realize was a bad habit, but doom scrolling, just not um, making the most of my time was certainly the biggest obstacle before beginning the journey. And then my goals with James for Seek to Do More, I wanted to get in better shape physically. Not that I was in terrible shape. I've been in worse shape, but physically, I wanted to be in better shape. I needed to get my balls back. Can I say that? All right. Um, my biggest yeah, my biggest goals when I started Seek to Do More journey was to get in better shape physically. I was in good shape, but I wanted to be in better shape, mountain climbing shape, and also to stay in that shape, not just yo-yo. And then also with the valley that I'm going through in my life right now, specifically, was to get my balls back, to have the confidence and the courage to make boundaries, healthy boundaries that I deserve, that would make me the person that I can be, and have confidence that I'm not being selfish by making those boundaries, that I'm not, being a jerk by saying, no, this is how I want my life to be. You have every right to say, I want this for myself. Yeah, working with James and having James available, either via text or social media, every morning receiving the text messages, the audio clips every morning has, you wake up to that, James is already up and at it, and you know that the other people in the journey are already, this is across the country, people are already up and at their day. We're in this together. It would be a lot different if social media wasn't a thing, if texting wasn't a thing. So being able to reach out to James and say, "Hey, man, I'm struggling with this week. I'm struggling with this today," and getting the encouragement. And then once you get those wins under your belt, once you get that the confidence of knowing that other people are in this battle with you, and then you get these wins, and you see it. You have to do it, and then see it, and then receive it, and be like, "Oh, I did that, and I wouldn't have done that." And then you're just like, "Well, what can I do next?" Like, man, I pushed through, and I was capable of doing that, and I wouldn't have done that if I hadn't, trusted the process to begin with. And then you're just like, "All right, let's do more. Let's do more." And it's like addicting. Yeah. My goals with working with James and committing to this Seek to Do More journey were to get in better shape and to be physically further than when I started in 2023. I'm already seeing those gains. Things that I haven't necessarily seen before. I've worked out for 30 years since I got my first weights when I was 13, and I'm just like, wow, okay, I've got shoulders now. Wow, I've got more than the two top abs, which is basically just your rib cage. I have this excuse me, I have this confidence going into the room, and people are like, hey man, you look great. Hey, joining conversations with people and telling them things that I've learned that I wouldn't have learned if I hadn't read a book or if I hadn't been doing these daily learning commitments. And then I enjoy the meal prep. I enjoy it. It can be tedious at times, but just having that available, you're saving all the time. I've just realized how precious time is, and I'm just like, okay, how can I manage my time better? Time management was not something that I anticipated going into this program. Time management wasn't something that I was like, oh, this is a goal of mine. But then I realized, holy crap, this is pretty important. Time management is something that I'm gonna, uh, I guess, if I was to add to one of the seven daily commitments, it would be, making, okay, not just reading for 10 minutes, but reading for 30 minutes, not just working out and doing sit-ups, but working out for 30 minutes. Time management is something that I've gotten out of this, and I'm gonna continue that one. Yeah, working with James and reaching my goals through the Seek to Do More journey has helped me. Number one, knowing where James has come from, knowing that he was somebody who couldn't climb a high peak, and then now, he's written a book on the 46 high peaks. He's in physical shape, and it's somebody that you can trust. It's not the, you know, morbidly obese physical trainer at the gym that's, yeah, I'm like, no, that's not going to work for me. And then being able to make being able to meet my daily commitments day after day after day. I hit the ground running, and then when you look back, you're like, holy crap, it's been 30 days. That went by fast. Holy, it's 40 days, 50 days. Making those check marks and reading those books every day and meeting those calorie goals while you're meeting those protein goals and water goals, and you're just like, oh, I feel healthier, and by the way, I look better, and then I feel better physically, I feel better emotionally, I'm laying my head down at night, and I'm getting the sleep that I earned. And then I would have to say, I liked working out to begin with, but now James worked with me. James worked with me in developing a strength training program to help me get past the plateau that I was at, and I'm lifting more weight than I would have felt comfortable with before. I'm still burning off the protein that I'm putting in, and the water that I'm drinking. And people are coming up to me now. People are coming up to me and asking, hey, give me some advice. And I'm like, wait, I started this journey. I was looking for help. I started this journey. I was looking for advice. Now people are coming to me, and I'm like, that was not intentional. That is not something that I went out of my way to do. But I'm here. I'm here to help them. So, yeah, specifically a light bulb moment for me that impacted me and only me was one night I had to just fulfill a simple commitment of a 30-minute cardiovascular something at the gym. And I get out of my son's hockey game, the gym's closed. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Well, let me go to the track and jog. Well, there's snow on the track. Well, I'm going to jog in the snow then. Well, it sucks out. There was a winter weather advisory. It was windy, and the snow's blowing the tracks that I'm making. And I wanted to stop after about 5-10 minutes, and I'm like, keep going, put your head down, embrace the suck. You've done this before, not to this caliber, but pushing through it. And then I hit that 30-minute mark, and I said, you know what, keep going. And I ended up fulfilling a 1 hour commitment of running through the snow in a winter weather advisory. And it's something I'll remember for a long time, is not quitting after the 5 minutes. Was it comfortable? No. Was it needed? Yes. Not even for the cardio, what I started was is mentally it sharpened me. And then I'd have to say another light bulb moment for me when I started this was I didn't really fully embrace the whole share share what I'm going through, because I'm going through a really personal time with a divorce, and I'm going through a real personal time uh, with everything that comes with a divorce. But sharing my journey has led other people to say, hey, I'm going through this, or hey, I'm going through that. Other people are telling me what their accomplishments are without me even asking. And I'm just like, bro, I did this I started this process for me because I needed it. My kids needed it. Um, and people are getting something out of it, even if they're not hitting the like button or the heart button or commenting. People are seeing it, and then maybe they'll come up to you later and say, hey, what's that thing you keep posting? And then I get an opportunity to share. Yeah, my biggest, when starting Seek to Do More, uh, I didn't really have any objections to the program. I didn't have any objections to starting. I knew it needed to be done. I knew it was a necessary, uncomfortable place I was putting myself, but I knew that it needed to be done. I knew that James was a real deal. I knew that James, when he sent me the book, when we first started the recalibration, when I first started the Seek to Do More journey, he said he was going to be there every step of the way. He texted me every morning before I woke up. He was already grinding away, and then he would text me throughout the day, "How are you doing?" Uh, Not just an umbrella, hope you're having a good Monday, but he'd respond and be like, yeah, I feel you. I, you know, it was just knowing that, James has put in the work. You could see where he's come from. And then I'm like, well, that's where I want to be. Different journey altogether, but same goals. So those goals that work for him, and him checking up on me and making sure those goals I'm fitting into them, and how can I help you meet these commitments? How can I help you with all these other curveballs that are coming along the way? Because there are curveballs that come when you start the Seek to Do More journey. There's curveballs that are thrown at you. Some James throws at you intentionally. Those are fun days. And then other times, Seek to Do More, you are just so committed. You're so goal oriented. You're like, I'm going to do this come hell or high water. I've really enjoyed the Seek to Do More journey. The overall experience thus far, I'm on day 54 as of today. The experience has flown by. Sometimes I have to stop, look back at my journal and be like, oh yeah, wow, I forgot about that day, or I forgot about, that curveball. And then you're like, wow, I've done a lot. You don't give yourself credit. And Seek to Do More with living it. For me personally, it's living intentionally, instead of just like, what did I do today? Or here's another day. Um, it's just really given me the confidence, and when I wake up in the morning, I have a system that I'm going to go through. I have a system that works for me personally. Yeah, my experience working with James and the Seek to Do More journey has been great. I really appreciate his reaching out every morning, the audio clips to get the day rolling. My experience with him, the conference calls. There's weekly Zooms, um, and even if it doesn't work out for my schedule, he will just reschedule a new time for a Zoom meeting. My experience with him checking in on me for not just accountability, but genuinely seeing, hey, how can I help you with these commitments? How can I help you with your goals that we originally set out to do? When I first started the program, what I found to be helpful when I first started the program was the book that came along with the program, seeing James where he started, seeing James, the struggles that he originally had, the struggles that, we all have, but we don't talk about. What Just seeing that, it's doable. Just seeing that, you got to put in the work. You have to do the work. You have to make those commitments. You have to meet those. But you know, being able to slowly every day, meet those one commitment, second commitment, third commitment, and then you're checking off those boxes, and then then you're checking off days, and then you're checking off weeks, and then you're looking in the mirror and you're like, I'm a different person. And then in your mind, you're thinking differently. So all that snowballs and it all comes together. I knew James as a friend on social media, and then as a coach, having to step out and trust him with, not only the money but the time and this huge step of faith, and then seeing it work. It's been a great experience. Yeah, if you're on the fence about Seek to Do More, if you're on the fence about working with James, I recommend going for it. Don't wait. Make the commitment. Reach out. Start the program. I would be a month ahead if I hadn't just sat there and said, "What is this? Is this for me?" Go for it. Just make the commitment. It's for you, and you deserve it.